everybody. It's Saturday afternoon late. I slept in late because of course, I had another seizure. But it was a little one, and I only have one. And I had it in the middle of the night. But don't forget, my elocution is horrible. Don't forget that I had a very exciting evening last night. I went down to Alex's bookstore to an author event. Armistad Maupin. Remember? I posted pictures on Facebook. And I'm going to give you the link because some of you people don't go on Facebook. And I don't blame you. And I don't think that my YouTube community knew that I was going to this event. So, anyway, I get everybody covered. Everybody will know. I got some really cool mail this week. When I was a little child, now I may have talked about this before, my dad wrote a cute little piece for the piano that a kid can play. But in my mind, I always heard it on the music box. And when I moved to San Francisco in 1977, I got a job at the Magic Pan, which is a crepe restaurant. And one of the it was at Ghirardelli Square. And one of the anchor stores at Ghirardelli Square was a San Francisco Music Box Company. And I had this little tune in my head. And I used to go into that store all the time and play all the little music box melodies. And they must have had 1 million music boxes in there. And I so wanted to ask somebody if they knew how I could get my song, well, my dad's song, onto a music box, but I never did. I was in my 20s, and I think at that stage in life, if I remember correctly, if you don't know it, well, then you're not going to find out about it. Because it's kind of like being in school. You know, if you don't understand something the teacher said in math, you don't raise your hand because you'll implicate yourself as being the stupidest person in class. You remember that? Okay. So last night I went to hear the reading, and he read from his memoirs, which is a work in progress right now, and absolutely excellent. And I cannot wait till he finishes his memoirs and gets them published. Just, they're fantastic. Okay, so anyway, I like to look around on YouTube. I'm bouncing around, but this is all tied together. I like to look around on YouTube a lot, and one thing I like to do is watch math and science videos. So I found this one. I was looking for something in particular and came across this lady's site, and her name is like short for Violet, Hart. Vi Hart. And she's got a following, and she was talking about Mobius strips, and she had made a little music box tune on a Mobius strip, and had the mechanical part of it, and it didn't have a metal cylinder with the pins on it. It had a paper card with holes punched in it, which is what you crank through the machine to get the pins that are just pre-installed on them. I don't know. I'll show it to you. So I got one of those and the cards. I got one of those music box mechanical things and the punch cards and the hole puncher. And my dad sent me the music. This is an old school book, but anyway. And this is not it, but I wrote the tune out and the harmony and everything, and then I had to transpose it because you can only work in the key of C on these. But you see here on these cards, it's got a music staff, and so I transferred that on with my little mechanical pencil, and so you can see the music on it. And then you take this hole punch and you punch out every note head. And then I'm not going to play you my tune because I'm working on a collection that I want to have copyrighted. So none of my work is going to be on the computer at all, ever. Sorry. You know the old thing, if you don't want anybody to know it, don't put it on Facebook. But I will show you how it works because they send you a free card with happy birthday on it. And is it upside down? You can see the note heads, kind of. They've been punched out. So I'm going to feed this little card through the crank and play it for you so you can see. Right there is where you put face up, you put your card in. And this is where all the pins are. You got to be careful not to misalign them, because then your music box thing will be broken. Okay. And this is really hard to hold. It's really hard to hold. I haven't screwed it down to anything, but no, you don't really have to see it now, do you? Come on. Okay, now I'm going to put it down so that the armchair will amplify it. Come on. To you. I'm still cranking away. Anyway, okay, you get the picture. Okay, that is two things there, the music box. So I sent my dad the music box, and I did not make a box for it. I just sent him the crank mechanism and the card with his song punched on it. And he was like a kid in a candy store. You should have read his email. It was so cute. So I couldn't continue my work without one of these mechanisms, so I had to order myself one. And I did, but it came broken, so I had to exchange it. And I finally got the good one for myself yesterday.